I didn't think it was a bad idea at first, you know. Sometimes, you have to say fuck society's rules and, regulations or whatever the hell you have to do now. Because, I wanted to do my own thing. And, I am a hardworking woman. I have a job. So I had a really late shift and I had to get up really early because I had something planned later. And, my friend Martha told me to try some coffee. Now, I've had addiction problems before with coffee, but, I thought it wouldn't have been back by now, So, I started cleaning some of the cups to get it ready, my heart a little bit pounding because it's been years since I've actually put it into work. But, I was destined, and it became a little thing for me to prove myself that, I could be better, I would show myself that I am the person who I wish I was so many years ago. But looking at that cup kind of was scary for me at the beginning. But, it's a cup of coffee. What can it do, right? But picking up that cup and taking that first sip after years of dedication to putting it away, it tasted just like it did the first time I tried it. I missed that feeling. I missed that gut feeling that I would get worried, but it was filled with excitement also. But, why make so much coffee and, put it in one cup? You gotta finish it. You can't waste it. At least that's what Mom always said. So, you pick up that cup and you finish it because you can. And, it wasn't a bad idea, because maybe like the next day or so, you have one cup of coffee. And, it's never too bad to have some coffee, because when you get to have something you haven't had in a long time, you feel in control, you do, but you get tired more, so, the next couple of days, you try two, but that doesn't work, so you try more, and more becomes a problem, because more you realize that you possibly haven't had enough. You look at what's around and, the dirtiness, but, it's not a problem yet. You try it outside when you're gardening, you drink it while you're getting ready for work. Coffee isn't that bad. Like, I had even coffee cake every single morning because it became my favorite food because it had coffee in it. And sometimes I didn't even know there wasn't coffee, but, with it, maybe months or something, it came back, why the whole actual reason why I started avoiding coffee. I became more jittery. I couldn't sleep. I felt it again. I felt the worriness, I felt the fear, and I felt needing more coffee. It's so weird how something so black and lustrous and, it just felt so good in your mouth, the way it burned, how it was so nice to taste and touch. Why was I so addicted to this little bit by bit? I felt crazy, I really did, but all I had was coffee. Coffee is a normal thing, right? Every normal American has it. It is the way to start your day. Why am I addicted to this? I need to, at times I had to look myself in the mirror and I had to realize what was going on. You had to look at yourself and you had to realize that one thing, that coffee wasn't the thing that was taking you over, and that, you really know what? Coffee wasn't the thing that was controlling you, okay? You were the one who had the coffee in the first place. It wasn't that you had that decision. You had it in your mind. You had that right there. You know what? You could have stopped it. And why didn't you? You could have stopped it. Why didn't you? At that moment, You had so much going for you. You had everything planned, and you ruined it. You were about to try so much new food with a party you had planned. Yet you didn't. You let the coffee consume you. You started your addiction again. You did the same thing before. You came home from work, you cleaned, you made a cup of coffee, and you did it again. And you followed. You did it again. And you did it again, and you did it again, and god damn it, I never got a break. You caused endless amounts of sleep. I couldn't sleep anymore. I'd sit there and lay there and wait. Wait for something, wait for a miracle. You could only dream of something that you could stop, and this was your fault. You remembered why you stopped drinking coffee, and you couldn't. You felt it. You felt something was watching. You felt something was coming for you, but you didn't know what. You knew this was your fault, didn't you? This is your fault. You're the one who did this. This is your reason why you did this. Did you really want to hurt yourself that easily because of one cup of coffee? You won't have only yourself to blame now. And you can't take back that sip. You can't take back that bite. You can't take back anything you've done because now you're alone. You're alone in your room, alone. You knew it wasn't just you anymore. It was your fault. You had that moment of realization with that cup of coffee. You knew by that making and that sunrise that you had to fix it. That you had to remember your old self. You had to look into the mirror and see what you became. Months went by. I was worried. Everyone was worried. I shut myself out because I needed to get away. And I did. I promised myself I'd never touch a piece of coffee or coffee cake again. Anything involving it, I wouldn't. And my birthday came up. I was alone in my apartment, and I promised myself when I blew out those candles, I'd make the best wish I ever could. And even though I was alone, I knew what it would be. That I promised myself when I blew them out, I would never, ever have coffee again. Well, unless someone offered me